Now is the perfect time to talk about what we do about late trains. Hi everyone, Jim Mathews here, President and CEO of the Rail Passengers Association. And thanks to the efforts of advocates all around the country and many organizations, including your association, new federal rules setting a standard for on-time performance took full effect this year. Now, these rules had to go all the way to the Supreme Court twice before we were able to get them in place. But now they're here, and they're among our best tools for holding host railroads accountable for the agreements they made to carry passengers where they need to go on time. Today, I'm standing on the platform at the Amtrak station in Syracuse, New York, where the eastbound Lakeshore Limited, so far today, is 3 hours and 28 minutes late. You know, a lot of people don't understand the truth about late trains. They figure that outside the Northeast Corridor, where Amtrak does not own the track, passenger trains have to go to the back of the line. But that's not true. In fact, that's been against the law since 1973. Ever since people were wearing bell-bottoms and go-go boots, Amtrak passengers have had a legal right to be on time. But because Amtrak is a government entity, unlike any other company, Amtrak can't sue in court to protect your right to be on time. Only the Attorney General of the United States can do that. And that's happened exactly once in Amtrak's 50-year history in 1979. That's why these new rules are so important. Now all of us, ordinary passengers, can keep score. Whenever a train is late more than 20% of the time for more than 2 quarters in a row, the Surface Transportation Board can launch an investigation or an enforcement action. For all of us who take trains, that can't come soon enough. That's because right now, not a single one of the 14 long-distance trains Amtrak runs meets that federal standard. Not one. In fact, there's only a handful of trains that can say they meet that standard consistently, and it's going to come as no surprise that these are trains that run on tracks that Amtrak controls. So what can ordinary passengers do? Well, for one thing, make sure that when you talk to your congressional representative or your senators, you tell them that you ride trains and you care about them being on time. Later this year, the Congress may take up a piece of legislation to reauthorize the Surface Transportation Board. One of the things that will be in that bill is a provision to make sure that the board has the resources it needs to keep track of these delays and to do something about it. So that's another thing to keep up on. Do you own stock in a host railroad? Maybe you can help get a shareholder resolution put together, asking your board of directors to look into how well your company is following the 49-year-old law and the brand new rules. And don't forget your mayors. Mayors care about the things that happen in their cities and towns. And mayors have a big voice when they go to Congress and ask for things to be done. If your town consistently gets late train service, get your mayor involved. As a citizen, you can absolutely do that. We are so close to making a big difference in a problem that has plagued Amtrak for the better part of 50 years. So now is a time for all of us to keep track, keep score, pay close attention, and demand our 49-year-old right to be on time. I hope to see you on the train soon.